What's going on, guys? Good morning. Welcome to Wednesday, PPI day. Let's jump right into it. Of course, I've got to. What's going on, guys? Good morning. Jeez. Welcome to Wednesday. Got to PPI day. Shut up. I've got to. Sorry, a little bit of feedback. Got to jump in, do the private group stuff real quick. And then as soon as I get that done, we'll come back, fix our charts like we do every morning, update them. And as usual, if you guys have any questions, please post up there in chat. That way I can get those answered for you. Yeah, we'll go from there. So anyway, sit tight. Let me do the private group stuff, and I will be back. All right, guys. Morning post is posted in the private group. And let's jump into some charting stuff. First off, pull up video here on our main chart. Okay, no new high day there, so we're good. Let's check Palantir as well. We're good there. That was just a little off, but if I can move it. There we go. So there's Palantir. Let's go over to SPY. SPY, of course, no new high a day, or no all-time highs off that big drop yesterday that we played puts on. But I do want to kill that. That was opening range high, opening range low, and this was pre-market low yesterday, and we bounced off of that. I do want to watch that today, just because we seen a bounce here. We're bouncing around there. Here, here. So I'm going to hold on to this one a little bit. I think I just moved it. Ay. 2380. My bad for not locking it like I should have. I'm going to change it just so we can watch it today. Just change the color on it so I don't get confused with everything else. So I pop it into this light red color, pink color. And then I want to go ahead and at least do pre-market low. Once we open, we'll do a pre-market high. I doubt we're going to push any higher than this, but we'll see. No need to chart it and then have to come back and fix it after bell. So let's go in and pop our pre-market low in. If I can get my colors right this morning. And because I'm bad about that, let's lock that one. That one's locked in. So SPY is set up. Is there anything else we want to look at, guys? We don't need that. PayPal. Is there anything you guys want to see? We got about 9 minutes. gosh. Don't understand why people try to spam the group. That gets on my freaking nerves. Just be real, people. Damn. It's one thing I don't take lightly. It's people trying to spam in the group and scamming and all that. That just pisses me off. Zero tolerance, especially in the Facebook group. If you guys are in there, our Telegram group, I mean, I can control everybody that comes in and goes. So I the group and scamming and all that. The page one time and you're gone. No time for that shit. All right. So 6 minutes. You're gone. No time for that shit. All right. No clue what happened there, guys. Sorry about that. Oh, it's gonna be one of those days. Hopefully everybody's back. Looks like we're back live, possibly. Yeah, no idea what happened there. Sorry about that. Four minutes, guys. All right. No clue. Are you guys having problems? Is it cutting out for you guys? So I stream through OBS. It's just a program. I keep getting notifications that OBS is cutting out or disconnecting. I don't know if it's doing that for you guys. Of course, I'm not watching the stream. No issues here. Okay, cool. Yeah, no clue. But yeah, if you guys see something, let me know. I guess we'll just keep rolling. Yeah, even I mean, we've got some viewers both on YouTube and Twitch. I'm showing 0. No clue, guys. No clue. I've said it 1,000 times. That's why I'm a stock trader, not a web developer, tech guru guy. This I can do. This stuff is no problem. When you get to this OBS and streaming, and I just I don't get it, guys. Like my brain just shuts off. All right, so we are a minute to go, guys. So get ready. Make sure you check your accounts, check your buying power, make sure you know where your settled cash is. That way you know what you can and cannot get into today. No need to buy something that you can't do something with. And we're watching Apple trying to push into Bell. So cool. Let me pull that up on the main chart. Let's come on. Just so we can do this. Oh my goodness. Hold on one sec, guys. Swear it's going to be one of those days. But anyway, we're open. Gonna be one of those days, guys. Gonna be one of those days. Look at that big push on Walmart, Nvidia, Tesla, PayPal, Apple. SPY coming over that level. Watch SPY going into the 624.60. Definitely curious to see if any of these are gonna hold. We've been seeing that morning spike followed by pullback, so gosh. Somebody needs to remind me to get some coffee soon because day might be the day that I fall asleep. Tesla's still pushing, Apple's still pushing. There's that big push there on Walmart, followed by that immediate pullback. Kind of what I was wondering. Same with Google. And a little bit there. Johnson & Johnson pushing. Chris in our private group said Johnson Johnson had earnings this morning and it went well, so watch that one for a push. PayPal coming down into support here. That reverse there on Apple. If you guys don't mind, if you're on YouTube, make sure you give us the old thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you're on Twitch, please make sure you follow us there on Twitch. That way, on both platforms, you guys will know when we go live. But it's pretty easy. If the market is open and I'm able to stream, I'm going to. So typically 9 o'clock till 12, 1 o'clock till the market starts dying down and I get extremely hungry and want to go eat. So, yeah. So if you don't mind, just like, subscribe, follow, give us that thumbs up. It really helps and goes a long way for the group and supporting us. So I appreciate it when you do. And if you're in our private group, don't forget about our referral bonus. If you have any questions about that, shoot me a message in the Telegram and I can go over that with you. But if you're not in the private group, you definitely should check it out. We offer a 7-day free trial. You can get access to everything. You can get live alerts and everything else we do. Plus charting, one-on-one classes, training videos, access to ask me anything or the group anything 24 hours a day. You can PM me, you can post in the chat room there. So very informative, very helpful. And like I said, we offer a 7-day free trial. That way you can check it out. If you don't like it, cancel, we remove you. No harm, no foul. Simple and easy. I've got nothing to hide, guys. We're an open book. So anyway, that's my little spiel while we're watching some of these pullbacks. PayPal, nice, off that support. If you don't know how to do support resistance, I definitely recommend learning. Heck, joining our group just to learn support and resistance is key. AMD is trying its support here, bouncing a few times. Let's pull a Bitcoin real quick and see where it's at today. Up a little bit, it looks like. I know on Friday we talked about it, that I predicted it was going to drop. It actually came up over the weekend, set new all-time highs, and then just a good rejection off that all-time high. But we're trying to come back up a little bit. Overall, the indicators are pointing back up. So, just curious. Like I said, I don't play much crypto. I've got a few, what is it, XRP and a few other little things, but I just don't trade it. You know, I did the Dogecoin and all that crap back in the day. It's fun. But I don't do it. I do it for the entertainment value, not the monetary value that comes along with it sometimes. Tesla was a big bouncer off of VWAP. Sorry, somebody sent me a link. Let's go ahead. Since we opened, I want to go ahead and we did our opening range low on SPY. Let's do our opening range high. I mean, pre-market high, which would have been there. Just in case we do break this red pink line from yesterday, that would be our next area. And then over that, we've definitely got room to that 624.60, but that's proven to be a harder level. Tesla on the retest coming back up green. Tesla does not know what it wants to do. Overall, looking to more for the upside. $13 in, guys, and seeing some chop. Nothing knows really what it's wanting to do. So just this one caught my eye earlier. In pre-market, I was kind of looking at a little bit, and then on the bottom, I don't know if you see it, but ticker came through, and I think I've got the widget on the bottom with the running tickers there that we normally watch, but it came up on the bottom of my screen. So I wanted to jump over and take a look at it. But one thing I wanted to point out to you guys. So this is RGTI. It's a small cap, computing company. Trading right now just shy of 40 million. So it's getting some good movement. Really came on strong with the AI movement. But one thing I wanted to point out. So good bounce here. 1503, is the new high of the day. We've definitely got room. I don't have any charting on it hardly. Just a quick glance, could go back to 15. Should we play it? Should we not? Take a look at the options contract. So one thing you got to pay attention to is what we call the spread. Let me see. I don't know. Yeah, it won't let me. I was going to see if I can drag that over there for you guys. So basically the spread is the difference between the bid and the ask. So you buy on the ask, sell on the bid. What does that mean? You ask, so whatever the ask is what you pay, and the bid is what you get assigned or what it's worth. Think of it like inflation or interest or cost of doing business, however you want to do it, whatever. So I'm watching the spread on this 15 strike price for our GTI. It's coming down a little bit, but it's all over the place. So the 15 strike right now, the bid of 80, ask of 81, bid of 73. So basically, what does that mean? You're going to lose $8 if you buy it, as soon as you buy it. Then, if you look at the next one, the 15.5 strike, no clue why this is like this. One of those things, I don't know everything. The ask is 284, so 2.84. So you're going to pay $284 for the 15.5. Why? No clue. Got to be a glitch. And sorry, this is puts. Same concept. The bid, so the ask is 283, the bid is 43, so you're gonna lose $240 right off the bat, which is stupid. So you've got to pay attention to that spread when you're buying stuff. You jump over to calls. Calls are not bad. So you're $2 spread on the 15.5, you're $4. But you've just got to pay attention to that. And that goes with all tickers. Tesla, SPY. Your bigger blue chips that we trade a lot of, the spread are usually not bad. Anything over 8, 12 points, I try not to take unless I'm just really confident in it. But it's definitely something you need to pay attention to while you're trading. Another thing, I'm just going in, setting up a support resistance there on Tesla real quick. One thing to keep in mind on support resistance, a few things actually, since we're talking about it, is a support resistance is not something that's set in stone. If I have a support and resistance and you have a support and resistance, if we're a little bit different, that is okay. It doesn't have to be exact to the decimal point. And two, think of it as a zone, not a hard line. So an area, I guess. Um, and another thing is support and resistance is historical. So we could go back in time any date, and as long as, just for instance, Tesla is trading in this area, these support and resistance lines will work. That's why we do a line, because they go indefinite. So anytime we're back in this, we will use that same support and resistance as long as we're trading in that same area. So anyway, a little spiel there on support and resistance. In case anybody out there in Streamland was listening and wanted to know. Walmart dropping back. Tesla trying to push. Still giving the market some time, guys, even though it looks like we might see some movement. Not going to rush. Here in a few minutes, guys, we're going to go ahead and set our opening range high and low on SPY. And then we're going to really start looking at some stuff. Got my eye on a few things. But just trying to give it some time, like I said. We want to find that direction. $30 minutes in, guys, or just right at it. All right, so we are just over our 30-minute mark. So we'll get set up here and we will start. God, I wish I think we stopped doing that. Sorry, guys. We will start doing our opening range high and low on SPY. Now that that is set, we'll get that posted on our charts. Let me get SPY pulled up here. Come on. There's opening range high. And opening range low. Just like our support and resistance, these are a little more fine-tuned. They don't go on in infinity like support and resistance does, but think of them as a zone when we're coming into. Yes, we pull them up off of a defined line, but think of them as like a buffer zone when we're coming into them. This one here, we pretty close to it. I mean, just right to it. But just think of it as a zone, guys, and you'll be better off. Not a hard line in the sand, so to speak. So we're 30 minutes in. See, going to take a look at some stuff, see kind of what trend lines are forming, and see what we can kind of come up with on some trades here, guys. Not saying I'm going to enter anything right now. I'm just going to take a deeper look at some stuff. Starting to see a pushback up here. I'll grab this quick. Yeah, sorry guys. Answering some stuff and posting some stuff there in the private group for those guys. But like I said, if you got a minute, make sure you like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up there on YouTube, follow us on Twitch, please. Goes a long way. And it makes me feel like I'm not sitting here talking to myself, which really helps. Well, and another thing that would help me feel like I'm not talking to myself, if you guys use that chat, post questions. Of course, you know, if you're in the private group, post it there. But if not, if you guys want to post up any questions or anything you have here, I don't mind as well. Just looking at some stuff, guys. By looking at retest VWAP there. New high a day there on Apple. All right, sorry guys, helping somebody in the private group with a trade they're in. A great trade is actually one I was looking at taking. Didn't, probably hesitated a little long. Still a good trade, still moving in the right direction for them. Just don't want to chase. Nvidia dropping back. We're at 169.81 on Nvidia, and AMD is pushing 155.60. Could get interesting if these two swap places. But if you've been around for a while, I'm a big advocate for these two, and think long term they're not bad ones to hold. Apple, Google pushing is gonna be tough for the SPY. Profit takers there on Apple, but it's looking like it wants to push higher. IWM, room to that resistance as well. New high a day there on Apple, which is cool. SPY testing that VWAP. If we lose VWAP here on SPY, we could definitely move higher up. Today's opening range was a little over 2 points, which was better than what it has been. We were at the bottom range of that. We did prematurely break out. Thought we were going to hold, but we didn't. Watch Apple here, guys. So this RGTI we were looking at earlier, it was trading around 38 million. Now our volume has increased to just shy of 63 million. We've got a wall at 1474 here of 45,000 shares. Ooh, we just kissed it there and dropped those share load down to 37,000. But we were looking at that 15C just as a talking point. I don't remember what it was at, but now it's at 0.53. Gosh, sorry guys. I'm tired. Apple trying to make that slow grind. Just looking at a few things. In a couple trades. One's going south on us. Other one is looking good. One's looks like we just PT'd on our first trade there, guys. Don't think we're going to see any big runners off of this one. But this was our PayPal. Told the group um, SPY was coming down, not SPY. PayPal was coming down into the 71.87 level was our charted support, and it looks like we nailed it to the T. Low of the day was 71.87, so we came down, touched right on that support, and bounced back up. That's why having those support and resistance lines charted is game changer. And if you guys need help, sign up for the private group and we will get you the help that you need and get you on the right path. But if you guys have any questions here and you're not in our private group, feel free to post them up in chat. I'll do what I can to answer them. I don't like to leave anybody hanging. All right, guys. We trading sideways on a little bit of stuff. Still in two trades. I seen one was going. We were green on it. Don't get me wrong. I seen one was starting to go the other direction, so we kind of got out of that one. The other one, we're down on it. It may come back. I don't know. We'll see. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot of hope for things. But with that being said, I think I'm gonna go get me some coffee real quick because I am tired and nobody wants to see my ass sleeping on stream. So, um, let me run and grab some coffee, and I'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, I'm back. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that, buddy. Oh man. Alright. Looks like SPY broke VWAP. Wasn't expecting that, but that was a hard bounce there off of that opening range low. So that tells me we could definitely see a range bound day if we don't reject off of this 623.30. Tesla wanting to push up. We'll watch for a retest here on this level. Apple back down to VWAP. IWM pushing, so yeah. So watching this retest here on Tesla. SPY, strong push. Oh man. Never mind. No clue what just happened there. I was actually telling the private group that strong push. That was a huge rejection off that level. No idea what just happened. I mean that was big, guys. Yeah, no idea what just happened there on SPY. If anybody knows, let us know. Now watch we retrace most of that back. Well, while we're sitting here trying to figure out what the heck Spy is doing off that candle, if you guys would, please make sure you like, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, give us that thumbs up there. And if you're on Twitch, make sure you follow us. I know I say that often, but it goes pretty far in helping us out with the lithograms and stuff like that. It's free. It's a great way to give back to our community. And you can see when we trade and what we trade. So if the markets are open, we're going to be trading. We try to stream every day, if we can. So Monday through Friday, we usually get on right at 9 and stick around till 12:01. Unless things are moving, then we try to stick around longer. But we're just going to play it by ear. So yeah, if you don't mind, give us a thumbs up there on YouTube and a follow there on Twitch. And, subscribe to the channel, guys. I need to do better about trying to get some more actual videos posted up. But it goes back to what I was talking about earlier this morning. I'm a trader. I am not a computer savvy tech guy. So it's a little bit of a chore for me to do the YouTube videos and stuff, but I'm trying. I'm working on it. Spy looks like it's wanting more to the downside. We retested a little bit off of that candle. Yeah, there it goes again. Not sure why. Maybe it's because I went and got coffee. That spy is just bouncing all around. Full transparency, we were in a spy put. We bought it here. It really rejected us and down quite a bit. This was my sell area. Went and grabbed some coffee and then we just tanked. Luckily I got out good, but when, let's see, I'm on the 1 minute between here and here. excuse me, here and here, we went from $26 to $85, and then on this drop we went to 87. Just crazy price action right there. No idea why. Hmm. So, Chris just posted up in our private group that the U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bassinet says the process to replace Fed Chair Powell has officially begun. So, sounds like Powell is on his way out the door. So, I could definitely see where that would throw some uncertainty in the market. For sure. Powell is about one of the only guys that can walk on stage, say something, and change, good or bad, the market in instant. In instant. It's crazy what he can do. Yeah, firing Powell, I don't think would be a bad idea. That Joker, I don't know. He's a much more of an economicist, econom, whatever, economist than I am. So I'm sure he knows his stuff, but I question a lot of what he does on a personal level. I'm not going to get into it here and all that and my thoughts and feelings, but I don't think it would. It'd be a bad idea. How long has he been in off or position? How long has Powell been Fed chairman? February 5th, 2018. He was initially nominated by Trump. I honestly thought he was longer than that. And he was reappointed for a second 4-year term by Biden in 22. His current term ends May 26th. Huh. Yeah. I mean, I've been trading a long time. Definitely before 2018, but I could have sworn Powell's been in position longer than that. But SPY's starting to rebound off of that little tidbit of information. Janet Yellen was Fed chairman before him. How long was she in? I guess I could not be lazy and Google that. Janet Yellen, am I saying that right? Janet served as the chair of the Federal Reserve Board from 14 to 18. Her term ended in February when she was succeeded by Jerome Powell. Janet was nominated by Biden and confirmed by the Senate to serve the chair of Reserve. For 4 years, according to documents, starting end dates. Don't really care. Ah, here's a yeah. I see that now, Chris. Janet also resigned from her position as the Fed chairman of the board of governors upon the swearing in of her successor. So I guess when, dang, she's an old lady too. Um, yeah, I guess when Powell came on, she hightailed it out of there. She said no more. Who is the best Fed chairman of all time? Kissinger, with the best stock market returns ever. Ben Bernanke. Yes, I remember Bernanke. The Dow Jones Industrial was more than doubled in roughly 4.5 years under Kissinger during the famous Roaring Twenties. I guess that's how the Roaring Twenties partially got their name. That's pretty cool. The old Roaring Twenties. You know, if I could go back in time and live in a certain era, I don't think the 20s would be bad. Really don't. Spy coming back up to that key level. Tesla trying to push off of its support again. If you guys wouldn't mind, while we got a few minutes, especially you guys on Twitch, see we got some new people coming in. Make sure you give us a follow. We're new to streaming, and those follows would definitely help us out to try to grow the channel. Be much appreciated. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and give us the thumbs up. Both of those are completely free and goes a long way to giving back to the community. We were talking about this Google in the private group. I do want to draw trend line here. Extend it out just a bit. This is for Tanner. I don't know if you're watching, buddy, but this is what I was talking about in the private group. So we broke it there on that candle and now trying to retest. God, another huge candle there on SPY to the downside. Wow. Guys, that crap's cool, but untradeable. Oh, okay, cool. So you are here, Tanner. I didn't know if you were. So I also posted that in the private group. But yeah, that's what I was looking at. That's what I was trying to get you to look at there in the private group. What I was trying to say. And as you can see here, we hit that line and then we failed to retest. So yes, if you look at the overall on Google, we are in a good uptrend, which you can see I need to update some support and resistance. Holy red candle there. Jeez. That is crazy. But that's what I was looking at. I just wanted you to see it. I mean, it was a good uptrend. Definitely off this candle on the 5 minute. I mean, you were right. I probably wouldn't have took anything until we cleared the VWAP, but from here to here, you're pretty tight tolerances, so it would have been a scalp. And with this kind of price action here, that crap you can't. I wouldn't have taken the trade, but still. Let's see, did we PT on that SPY? If you were still holding for whatever unknown reason, Yes, 138. So here is that spy. That's just stupid. But I will post it. I doubt anybody's still holding that one. If you did, you got lucky. You need to take your money and run. Shut down the computer, shut down the trading app, and walk away. Nikolai said he just got out for 100% on SPY. If walk away, count your blessings, because a miracle just happened. If you're still in that SPY, so just shut down the computer. We will see you tomorrow. Have a nice night. And if you, once you do shut down the computer, go buy a lottery ticket. Look at that steel dropping, because your butt just won big. 621p. Alerted 0.75, PT was 0.94, 20%. And that one's over 100%. There you go, guys. Well, like I said, I mean, you can't trade this. This, if you won off of that, pure luck. Nothing about that told me that a huge 4-minute down candle was coming. So now we're under our pre-market low. We're under 620 on SPY. Both, I would figure, would be harder levels, and they're just soaked it right up. You could re-enter a I won't even use 619p on SPY. And, you know, scalp it. Definitely a high risk. I wouldn't go big. But when you get these huge down plays like this that could continue on, picking up 1 or 2 cheap contracts as a full-blown lotto, not a bad idea at times. I'm not going to do it for the group, but it is completely up to you. I'm going to keep alerting this in the group, and then if you guys in the group or you guys on stream want, whatever you do, that is completely up to you. I'm just alerting that it's still going. As you can see, we're starting to come back. But I mean, these candles have been coming back and getting rebought. Um, so you could even play a call to the upside. Let's jump to, let's throw a SPY chart up here real quick, and then I want to show the 100 tick. So we've definitely got some buying pressure coming back in on this SPY. So watch for that rebound back up to this 622.02. 621.42 would be, of course, first in line, and then 622.02. This is our opening range low, pre-market low, so we've got a little bit of divergence there, but that 622.02 would be our next step in. But that big drop wiped out a lot in the market. While that was going on, I don't know if anybody was still in this trade or not, but that was that PayPal we played earlier. I don't know where our text went. But it was alerted. Just scrolling back through chat. Yeah, I put it in chat, so it means I would have put it up here. Damn thing won't stop doing that. PayPal was 72 at 68. So we're almost, yeah, we're over 100% on that one. SPY got balled up back to that pre-market low. So good area to watch. Yeah, 100%. Let's pull SPY back up to that main chart. Buyer's still trying to take over. I know I don't put this out there a lot. We also have a Facebook group, guys. If you guys want to join that, you definitely can. I think I'm going to throw that link. Let me see if I can do it. Up in chat. Cool place to come hang out. Hopefully, a lot of you guys came from there. But for you new people to the channel that might be watching here on either Twitch or YouTube, it's completely free to join. That's the Facebook group there. Watch this little bit of area here of resistance on SPY. We're still watching this 100 tick chart. Still watching this buyer step in, but SPY starting to turn back up. So if you're still in SPY puts, I don't know why you would be after that big drop, but if you're still in SPY puts, then you're quickly losing money. Yeah, SPY. Well, that put that we were in was 234, and now back down to 100. Small little spike there. But like I said, guys, you can't trade this crap. Extremely tough. That's why cheap lottos and hope for the best is about the only way you can trade that. Do I recommend it? No. Kyle 620C. Yeah, so buying the time helps. Another big pullback there on SPY. So let's pull this back up. Yep, so there was that pullback. That was that area I said be careful in. And you can see that profit takers off of this movement stepped in and drove that price lower. Tanner, buddy, your Google. Good thing we didn't enter it on that trade. Still not got past our trend line that we were watching. Tesla just not wanting to get past that support today or resistance. But we are not trading you today, so I don't really care. I still think Tesla long term is a great hold. You know, still showing an uptrend on the two. So I still think that long term. I remember when we were trading Tesla $500-600. Everybody thought it wasn't going to go any further. it ran and ran and ran, and then we were all of a sudden trading it at $1,200, $1,300, I believe it was. Then the split came and split down to under 200, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's gonna tank and all this stuff." And at one point, it dropped down $100 a share, a little under $100 a share, and I said, "Guys, eat it up. This is like free money," and nobody believed me. So, and there goes more SPY to the downside. Like I said, this is why we have runners, guys, but I wouldn't enter a trade on SPY right now. Let's if you guys are kind of wishing you wouldn't have missed this drop here on SPY, what you could do that'd be a little safer is play UVXY to the upside. Spread's a little wide just because of the price action right now. But UVXY is N versus SPY. Basically what that means is what SPY does, UVX does the opposite. And a whole lot cheaper, 1863 versus 619. So you can see the difference. Still same concept and everything. Not a 0 DTE. So if you trade it, you'd be trading a Friday expiration at this point. So the time is already built in. But like I said, a little bit of a spread. Right now I'm looking at the 19C on UVXY. It's trading at, the ask is 0.57, the bid is 0.50, so a 7-point spread there. But that's something to keep in mind. NVIDIA, AMD, Tesla now all getting in on this downside price action. Oh, that's what that was. just watching some stuff, guys. Not a whole lot we could really do here with this market. See if we want more to the downside or what. Oh, sorry about that. Buyers start to step in on some things. Could see some more to the upside here. Let's sort of spy back up on main chart, and we'll just drop it down. See what we see. Yeah, see, there's our buyers coming back into this level here, which kind of equates to this same here. So keep an eye on it. We could see another pullback here on SPY. And buyers are saying no, they want more to the upside. So now we got to watch it coming into this 620.33. Yeah, we're buyers stepping in here, guys. Look. This is the point we started that downturn. Right? Right there. Then what the heck? This is the point we started that downturn. Come on, wake up. This is the point we started that downturn. That was our second point. Close. So anything over that is what we're looking at as a push. So for that, let me change the color on this too. So for this to see more to the downside, we've got to get back under that. Anything over this, we're wanting to push back up. We're starting to get into our levels now. So we still haven't got a confirmation. So this is our 2 minute, this is our 5 minute. We're going to get confirmation sooner on the 2, of course, than the 5. But basically all this is saying is that this is a key area. If we continue to push, then we definitely have more to the upside. We still have resistance here, our moving resistance, that we could reject off of. Then we still have our opening range low. But remember this purple line here, guys. This purple line is our PM low. So that's also an area. So we need to kind of get through this area one way or the other to see what we want to do. I don't know if I can. I was just playing around. But we need to get out of that area there. This area here. Whoa, hey. That's the area we've got to get through. Right there. This is what we're watching. Lovely circle. But we're also watching it here on the 2 minute as well. Let's see our moving resistance support line here. Touched it. Now watch if we touch it again here, and that PM low is right there as well. So on the 5 minute, looks like we're holding that pre-market low. We're getting the retest still on the 5 minute. Takes a little bit longer. We jump back to the 2 minute. This moving resistance line, we're, as you can see, we're holding it pretty tight. We're holding it to the upside. So that leads me to believe SPY wants more to the upside. So what we can do is we can squeeze back up to this area. This dotted green is our VWAP. So we could come up to VWAP. I personally wouldn't play anything until we get over the 622.45 because there's a lot of chop here. You've got these two lines, you've got this line, these two lines, and then that all right in this area. But we are coming off this big drop. So buyers are going to want to step in and reclaim some of this ground. So it could lead more to the upside. Just be careful. Still watching that area right there. That's why we got that fancy circle around it. So now we're breaking. If you look here, we were above this line on the 2. Here we were below that line on the 2. Now we're below the line here. Next 2-minute candle is going to be interesting. So if this flops to the downside, then this trend line comes back into play. So we would come down somewhere in this area here and hopefully flip it to the downside for more to the downside. If not, we could just bounce right back up to where we're at. So watching this play out, guys, see if we're wanting more to the downside. That's what it's looking like to me, but time will tell. And we're coming into lunch too, so. And look, SPY on that retest candle, right back over. The 5 actually is now over as well. So we could see that squeeze right here. And there's a big pop. Wow. So SPY back up to that 622 level. We squeezed and popped a lot quicker than I thought. SPY held that resistance 622.45. Now we're in this chop zone between the VWAP and there. Luckily, our indicators are starting to turn up. It's pretty much going to take out this downtrend line here. Probably could just go ahead and delete that one out. It's really not going to be in play. I'll hold it just in case we come back. But I don't see that happening. Well, we got a minute, guys. I haven't said it in last little bit, but if you're on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe and give us a thumbs up there on the little chat thing. It's right below the main screen. Little thumb up guy right there. Those go a long way to really help us out with the lithograms and getting us in front of more people on YouTube. So it's free to hit that button. So please just take 2 seconds and click that and that subscribe if you don't mind. Twitch, same goes for you guys. You just don't get the thumbs up, but you do get that follow. So make sure you follow us on Twitch. That way you guys both get notified when we go live. We do this Monday through Friday, starting at around 9 o'clock, and we go usually till about 12, 1 o'clock. Market's kind of interesting today with this weird price action, so we're still up and watching. But we do this every day. The market's going, and I'm able to live trade. So yeah, please make sure you like, subscribe, follow, give us that thumbs up. We do offer a private group. You can see our website is linked down below. It's pretty easy. SpartanDTGroup.com. We offer a 7-day free trial on all of our subscription levels. We have nothing to hide. That way you can come in, check it out, see what you think. You don't like it, cancel the subscription. We remove you from the group and go about our day. No harm, no foul. But if you do like it, stick around. I've got guys that's been trading with us for years. Chris was or is in here. Like I said, he's been with me 3-4 years. I've got guys that's been trading with me for quite a while. So just trying to build a community of like-minded traders. We're here to help each other out, and we just want to see people earn money and grow. I mean, that's it. I do this for personal satisfaction and to see you guys change your life, and learning a new trade, learning a new source of income. I think that's phenomenal. That's why I do it. I don't do it to get rich. I make my money off the trading, not trying to scam people and all that other groups do. I can't stand that, man. The spam groups and all that crap. And the guys saying they win 100% of the time and driving around in Lamborghinis and all this because trading is easy and we can make millions. I mean, you can. I know guys that do it, but it's few and far between. We're in the trenches. We're grinding with you. We're doing this daily, and we're trying to teach you how to do it. That's what the group's about. Still watching this SPY. We came down as I was running my mouth. Hit this VWAP. Remember this support line we were watching here? It's now come back into play, and it's pushing through VWAP. So we could see it push higher here on SPY. This is the 5-minute version, so SPY definitely has more to the upside. key level right there, guys. I'm gonna get the hang of this. Oh, Jesus. Oh my gosh. Alright, y'all need to let me, not let me. What are we doing? Holy crap. Stuck in the endless loop of. Get out. I don't like the damn circle anyway. There. Sorry. Don't let me get back to the drawing pin. I wish there was a circle thing. I don't know a circle thing on here. Sorry guys, just playing. Before I was streaming, we've only been streaming in a couple weeks. I never wrote on my charts because it's me. I had no reason to write and draw. Well, I mean, I drew lines and stuff, but not like circles and crap like that. Um, so just learning, just playing. Would be cool if there was a circle thing though. Holy moly. uh, how about that? And I could say, look here. Bam. Is that better than the circle, guys? Like, watch this. This happens. Oh, look, we can make it bigger. Then that will happen. And then, bam, that will happen. It's after 12 o'clock, guys. Jason's getting hungry, as you can tell. Our viewer's going to leave because I'm acting retarded trying to draw on the chart. Like, this fool does not know what he's doing. Maybe it's because I'm tired too. Hilarious. talking to myself. You know how it goes, guys. You know how it goes. Definitely been a choppy day. We had one trade, almost PT. It turned around on us. That one PT. That one PT'd. That one's a lotto. Still in that one. So 2 out of 2. Nikolai took a 1. He's down on it. So tougher day today, guys. I mean, we are real traders. We don't trade off of the lithograms. We don't trade off of bots. We don't trade off of programs. We don't trade off of nothing. We trade off of this. We see the movement. We chart it. We trade. That's it. 252 trading days a year, and we're allowed to get some wrong here and there. It happens. Not gonna lie to you. We had a rough day yesterday. Today's a little bit better, but not an amazing day. The market's been kind of rough. I mean, hell, just look at that chart on SPY for today. So days like yesterday and today, if you get out green, you're doing good. Trading is definitely a game of longevity. It's not a quick one. It's about that long term. Oh, Chris, you're bragging. He says I have a script that auto draws my lines for me. Huh. Yeah, you trade on what is it? TradingView or TOS? Yeah, TradingView. That's got to be a TradingView setup. TradingView's cool. I've got TradingView somewhere, but I don't know. I just like Weeble. That's what I've been trading on. I do when I trade futures. I don't trade futures a whole lot. I dabbled in it for a while. Quick money can be made there, but then again, quick money can be lost. You can also do prop accounts, funded traders, and stuff like that. Kind of cool. TOS. Okay, I was thinking it was TradingView. I have a TOS account too as well. If you guys don't know, TOS just stands for trade. Think or swim. But TOS is cool. I like it as well. I've played around with it for a while. Traded on it. I haven't traded on it in a few years. I honestly don't even know if I have it on this computer. Yeah, sure I do, but not like I'm gonna pull it up and see. But TOS is cool. TradingView is cool. You know some guys that trade on Tasty Trade and all these other ones, but Robinhood, yay, go Robinhood. Robinhood's got to be like the McDonald's of platforms. I do like 1% a day adds a 0 at the end. Yes, 1% a day adds a 0 a year to your account. I agree. Small gains add up to big profits, Chris. I say that all the time, and I've said that for years. People don't believe me, whatever. It's only a 1%. You know, $100 account, 1% is only $1. Well, compound that 252 times and see what happens. That dollar turns into a lot of dollars. But Robinhood's cool if you're just starting out. The only advantage to Robinhood is super easy. I do have a Robinhood account. I do have money in it. I do take trades in it. Um, I'd like Robinhood, honestly, on my phone. I don't take big trades or anything like that. Just on the phone, super swipe up, swipe down, buy, sell, whatever. Their charting sucks. They really have no charting. I think they've now offered a gold or advanced or premium. I don't know which I think has better charting. I don't use it, so I can't answer that. But Robinhood took a beating during the GME days when we were trading GameStop and stuff. They took a lot of heat from that. I don't know if you've ever watched that movie, Dumb Money. Cool, cool movie. I watched it a bunch of times. You've never seen it. It's definitely entertaining. They stretched it a bit outside what it was, uh, but still a cool concept, cool movie. I'd recommend it if you hadn't seen it. But yeah, GME took a not GME. Robinhood took a beating and a lot of slack for the whole GME stuff. But that's when a lot of people started seeing that the SEC can actually halt trades. And the SEC was behind a lot of that. I mean, I'm not saying Robinhood wasn't, but a lot of the halts are handled through the SEC. But I know that Robinhood stopped the trading on that, but some of those things leave you to think that you never know what to believe. I know that movie was Hollywood and all that crap, but it's on my list of things to watch. Yeah, you should watch it, Chris. It's a good movie. Seth Rogen's in it, and he's pretty funny, and it's it's interesting. I think you were trading with no GME came before you traded, I believe. That those days were just stupid, man. You could throw money at it and it would just like multiply. It was crazy. And not only that, I mean, there was a bunch of tickers that we watched. We, the meme stocks. Um, yeah. So now when those meme stocks move, I take it with a grain of salt. We play GME every now and then just for fun, unless we see a good movement in it. I don't even know where it's at. I think it's like 20 something bucks now. I know I got it on my list. Let me find it. Oh. Yeah, 23.55. Yeah, so 21. It's weird that it's not even showing those big movements. I swear at one point it was over $300 a share. Let's see. what the old Google says. Yeah, okay, so that was the shorted adjusted price. That makes sense. So, yeah, it was over 500 shares, what Google was saying. That was a crazy time. Yeah. Here's a Bloomberg article on it. That offer. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah, it was crazy. All right, guys, it's about 12:30. Mark is kind of dying off. I'm starting to ramble. You guys are sticking on though. I mean, we can keep talking mumbo jumbo if you want, or I can go eat some lunch. 'Cause I am hungry, and I know y'all don't want to watch me eat, so there is some YouTube and Twitch channels out there. Man, some people do some stupid stuff on stream. I watched this lady the other day on Twitch. Dude, she 100 pounds, 125 pounds. She went to Taco Bell and ordered 50 soft shell tacos and tried to eat them. Like, it cost over $100 too. I was like, that's stupid. But me and I don't know 10,000 other people watched her eat some tacos. So yeah, Chris just said I think after this big move, we might be stagnant for the rest of the day. I agree, Chris. I was trying to watch and see what we are going to do into this resistance level at 622.45. We're kind of dropping back down. I thought we might squeeze. We're now actually back under VWAP. Nothing crazy. Let me pull it up on the side chart or the big chart there. But as you can see, we're just kind of trailing off. I agree. I think after that big movement here, here, and here, everybody's just kind of like over today. So I think might be a good day, just to a good spot to kind of call it. These live streams are a joy of my day, dude. Thanks, Tanner, man. That's awesome. That means a lot. I appreciate that one. I feel like I honestly sit here and just talk to myself a lot. I think good tacos either come out of a truck or a small place where the ceiling is about falling. Oh, I agree, dude. We got this place local called El Taco. That's good. I love that place. And the trick is not to go get the American tacos. You find a place that sells authentic Mexican tacos. Oh, with a little cilantro and lime on them. those are where it's at. But man, they're like $4 a taco. Go eat 4 tacos and it's like $40. Like, jeez. But yeah, I appreciate it, guys. I really do. The support you guys are showing us on these. Hey, watch Tesla here, guys. The support you guys are showing on these streams and stuff. I really appreciate it. Like I said, it really means a lot. I had guys ask me to do this for years, and I never really did. So it helps knowing that you guys like it, support it, and want me to continue to do it. The chat interaction, the feedback, of course, always chat's going to be number one priority. In the private group, excuse me, that's number one priority. They're going to take precedence over Ustream, guys. I apologize, but there was this covered school bus in Huntsville, Alabama that had some delicious food. Dude, growing up, I don't know if you guys ever heard of this small little city called Asheville, North Carolina. Anyway, that's where I grew up. I worked this one job with this guy. His name was Omar. He was like, of course, he was a Mexican guy, Spanish, and he was like, "Man, I know where the best tacos are." And I'm like, "Where?" And it was this little hole in the wall. Like, I don't even think they had tables in there. He was like, "Let me go get you some real Mexican food." And I'm like, "All right." So he went and got us lunch one day, and he came back with horchata or something like that drink, and that was so good. And I was like, "Man, that's awesome." And he gave me some tacos, and they were fantastic. And he was like, one was like beef brain tacos, and I was like, I couldn't do that. I had to draw the line somewhere. I didn't eat that one, but you're right, man. Some of those little hole in the wall places that does not speak English, that does authentic Mexican tacos, is where it is at. Now you guys got me freaking wanting tacos. I guess it was my fault I brought it up. But yeah, you're not helping my stomach pains for lunch. But anyway, I'm probably gonna jump off here, run and grab some food. I got some other stuff I've got to do. But please make sure you like, subscribe, give us that thumbs up on YouTube, follow us on Twitch. We will be back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, if you're old enough to remember that. Probably not, you bunch of youngins. Anyway, please just like, subscribe, comment, and check out the website, www.SpartanDTGroup.com, and see if you want to be part of the community. I'm not a high pressure salesman, so if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. Either way, we're going to do this every day. We're going to continue to make money just like we have for years. So there's a spot out outside of Chicago that I love. Found it because of the liquor store next door. Never been to Chicago, but definitely on the bucket list. I had a flight last year that was supposed to go into Chicago that got canceled and ended up spending the day in New York City. So not a bad trade-off, but no offense, Chris. If I go to Chicago, I am not going to be eating tacos. I'm going to go find me a hot dog. That's where it's going to be at. But yeah, now I'm starving. But anyway, please just follow along, guys. We're trying to grow the community, trying to grow the stream. You guys being here, simple thumbs up, simple follow, all that goes a long way to really help us out. So yeah, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I really do. And if you're in the private group, I'll still stay around and trade today, see if anything happens. But I think that's probably going to be about it for stream. So I appreciate it, guys. Please, like I said, like, subscribe, follow, thumbs up, and we will do it again tomorrow. So